I'm making this video because there's something I would like to say. There are some things that I think they are important. And because I'm a CE5er, a successful one, I mean, I've trained a couple of people, some friends that I know. The group is getting bigger, and I would like to send a message to those who still did not have a contact with ETs, who did not still had an encounter, or those who did but they are not still satisfied with the results, the message. I think this video is one of those that can help you out in achieving your goal. First of all, I think what makes the difference between a successful and unsuccessful CE5 encounter is most definitely the number of participants. So if you are only one, it will take you some practice to be able to do it alone. You can achieve it. It's a question of belief, because you have to believe in yourself what you're doing is for real. But to get even more easier is to have a minimum of 4 people. So the 4 are like the magic numbers with the CE5. The more people you get, it can have disturbances, because you think differently, you will have too many different messages. So it's important to have one message discussed between your group, what the message would like to be, and be consistent. Of course, if you are not an advanced meditator, or you do not know how to do a guided meditation, the app from CE5 App from Dr. Stephen Greer is going to help you out. It's going to help you out. Well, he has some difficult words which will be difficult to understand at the beginning, but as you practice it more and as you understand what he's saying, it's going to help you out afterwards within the CE5. So that message is one of the practical ones, and my advice is be 4 people with the CE5 initiative. Friends or family, because you have to know each other. If you do not know each other, you will be busy with something else, and that's not the point. You have to know each other, you have to know what the message is, you have to go directly to the point where you're gonna send out the message, and being in a state of very deep state of meditation. It's gonna take you some time, about 1 hour, to get in that field. So it's not gonna happen within 10 minutes. The time when you meditate, it passes differently. At the beginning, it passes very, very slow. But once you go in and you start already seeing remote viewing places, people, dialogues, and trying even yourself to have a dialogue with an entity, then the time passes more quickly. But you gotta go into that state, so it takes time. It takes a little bit of time. When you have a guided meditation, of course it gets easier to get in that deep state of meditation. But when you have the CE5 app, where you have only that, you have a half an hour of practicing the CE5, initiating the event. Afterwards, well, the most important is to be focused and aware where you are and what your message is. Your intentions are either way filled by this within the quantum field. Well, they have consciousness assisted technology, and they can depict the frequency of your thoughts. And if you stay longer into meditation, they have more time to pick it up, to listen it, to decipher it. So when you go and try to do the CE5, don't do it in a rush. Do it quickly, have an half an hour, and then maybe 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes meditating, and then expecting for miracles, because it's not going to happen. The deeper you go into meditation, the better chances are for you to get a result. Be patient. You have to be patient. If it does not happen anything, it's something normal. I mean, imagine what you're doing. You are actually trying to connect with entities from other worlds, from other planets. It's not so difficult, but it's not super easy neither. Believing is one of the keys. For people in the group, you have more advantage, and as longer as you go into meditation, better chances you have to get a response. I observed within our CE5 events that even if you do a CE5 field meditation, they appear apparently they appeared not far away from us on the ground as a flame, a red flame that vibrated and changed a bit of colors. I mean, that's what my colleagues said. And they moved, vibrated, and then they disappeared. It was a moment of a CE5 event when we did a field meditation, not a CE5 event with the message sent into space. And that's also a possibility. When you do CE5 field meditation, maybe you have chances to see something on the ground. That's a bit different. It's instead of sending the message, you kind of have to be more aware of your surroundings. The CE5 app says everything. It can help you out. Protocol 1. Get comfortable. Go in your comfort zone. Be somewhere you can have the peace and the time you need, that nobody will disturb you, not even the pets. They can touch you and you will not have a good feeling. Second protocol, be aware of your surroundings, noises, sounds that you hear. Concentrate on those sounds, try to see from where it's coming. Protocol number 3, try to see yourself from up. You take a look at you smile to yourself, and then lift up, go up, and then take a look at yourself on the ground, how you meditate. Try to go as up as you can, and you have to exercise that awareness of your location, where you are, and that's taking a bit of time. Stephen says that you have to be aware of the mind within the mind. So you have the Supreme Mind, which is the whole universe, and we have each individual mind. On the protocol number 3, you exercise your human mind to be aware where you are, where your also position, where you're dealing with your friends, where you hear your the sounds. If you see people, that's the human mind. Once you go up and you detach from the ground, you have to understand that's where you go in the Supreme Mind, where it's connected with everything in the universe. With the planets, you have, as up as you go out into atmosphere, you see yourself from up. Try, and within the application, within the CE5, they try to explain you how to see other worlds in space. So that's the Supreme Mind you get connected with, and shows you different time and places within the universe. You go easily for you would be on the moon, taking a look at the Earth. Going to Jupiter, which is the biggest planet in our solar system, there is, like, you can send out the pinpoint of your location within the universe, because it's the biggest planet of our solar system. And yes, we have a secret space station orbiting the Jupiter orbit, and there are a lot of entities meeting up, discussing, working together. That's the place where Dr. Stephen Greer is trying to pinpoint you to go with your mind. Try to see that deep space place and see those entities. Try to talk with them. Well, that is the place. He doesn't want to send it, obviously, but because I've studied Dr. Stephen Greer and his research, I know he's talking about a secret space program, of course, but it's a secret space station orbiting Jupiter. That's the place where a lot of ETs are working together. So that's where it's a place where you should connect with and try to see those entities, sit with them on the table, try to talk with them and to invite them friendly within the 5th protocol, when you're going to send a message out, what you would like to talk with them. So that's a real place where you can go and talk with them, inviting them friendly. They are there, all working together, waiting for your response, waiting for your invitation. Trust yourself, have courage, insist, be ambitious, and this is gonna be the new world that we all talk about. This is the place, this will be the place where you should be connected with the entities. I hope you had some inspiring moments. I think what I said until now, it's more than enough to begin with. And as I said, keep practicing and everything will just happen naturally. They helped us, they helped our civilization for so much time, for thousands of years. They interacted with us. We have to understand that through unconsciousness we get connected with the universe, and within the universe are all these entities connected. They all telepathic. Once you go into space, one of the advantages are the telepathy abilities. And this is what we are trying to do with CE5. We will understand eventually that we are telepathic, and we will observe how we do it with CE5. CE5 is a proof that we can work telepathically with these entities. So imagine consciousness assisted technology every human being should have, would be connected telepathically, would communicate like that. I mean, it's a bit far-stretched, but we have to come clean. Well, if we want to go into space, we have to understand that we should not be aggressive. And I think if we are not aggressive, we can always find a way to find a solution, find a way to work together. Okay, people, that's enough for today. Have a good one and see you to the next video.